But okay, everyone, welcome to this After Hours Gaming League Sunday. We have a great match today. I am Metal, and I am with my friend Immortal Kid.
Yeah, I'm setting up the game as we are almost ready to go. We're going to go straight into set 2, just because we're waiting for some of these guys to come back from Sunday, whatever they went to. Probably lunch, because it's lunchtime, right?
Yeah, it's definitely brunch, and if you're going to an all-you-can kind of drink margarita bar, not margarita, what's that called? A Bloody Mary bar on Sundays. You know, you got to take care of that.
Okay. So I think we're good on spectators. Players are good on race. Whoa, Funky Town. Yeah, Zerg, Sour Spanish Protoss. We're good on races. You ready?
Let's do this. Oh my gosh, first game of the season for us, even though we're into the third or fourth week.
That is correct. This is the third or fourth week. We just started, but we used to do this before I think it was 2 seasons ago, right?
No, 1 season ago.
Okay.
I think it is, the last time we did it was a year ago.
Alright, so let's jump into Vanny Research Station, where we're going to have a PVZ, or I guess a CVP based on the order of the graphic. The game's loading. We're ready to see some StarCraft.
I want to know, is Sour Spinach going to go to Funky Town? Is that
maybe. I think he is going to end up in Funky Town's general area.
And here we are on Vanny, is that correct?
Yeah, Vanny Research Station.
Spawning in the bottom position, we have that teal Zerg player. He's representing Apple, and his name is Funky Town.
And spawning in the top right position, it is the purple Protoss. He is Sour Spinach representing Facebook.
We do have a ZVP on our hands, and this can get quite dicey. We're going to have to see how the Zerg likes to open. Is he going to open for that 15 pool, 15 hatch, or is he going to be ballsy and really go for that hatch?
I think he would go for the hatch just because it's like very protected. The only thing that can hit you is air right now, and the main ramp is really close to his base, so he'll see anything coming in. I would go for the 15 hatch on this one. And it seems like Sour Spinach is going to open, I think, with a gateway first, and then the Nexus.
I do like that, opening with the gateway expand. I mean, it's definitely safe. And honestly, they have that back just completely easy natural expansion, so there's no real reason why he shouldn't just, go for that, because he doesn't necessarily have to protect it, because
and
the small
Funky Town is bringing the Funky into this game with a temp pool.
Yes!
Spinach, I'm not sure if he noticed the pool was there or counted the drones, and we'll see how he tries to react to this. I thought the Lings were on the way just yet. I think he has to wall quickly.
And he will be able, I'm pretty sure he will be able to, but this is something that I do against Protoss a lot. I will 10 pool, and I will do the first 6 Lings, but I won't necessarily get gas, and then I'll just macro after that and keep those Lings alive, just so that the Protoss player can't necessarily put in enough micro to take enough micro to take care of what it is they're doing, and then by the time they finally figure out their 2 base all in, I have enough mutas to destroy them.
Oh, that makes sense. I think on this map it might not be that good just because the natural is really safe to take. So if you get templed, you can just build the forge cannon and block with a pylon. But Spinach is going to go for the more confident block with his zealot. I think he'll... These Lings, though,
they're delayed.
So Spinach buying himself some very good amount of time to have his zealot block, and he doesn't kill the probe either.
No, and he did pull some drones earlier to kill that one probe, which is, going for that early of a pool. You can't necessarily, deny mining for too long, have mining denied for too long. But you're right, this will get stopped. We do have that first cannon coming up, and the Zealot is in that little sweet spot.
Yeah, and Funky Town has his expansion blocked by this pesky pylon. So Sour Spinach bought himself enough time, and then he's buying himself even more time, forcing the Zerg to either come back or make more Lings.
It looks like Sour Spinach is going to stay with an economic build. He only has 1 guess right now, even though he does have 3 workers on it, and we are seeing that probe go back to take that natural expansion.
Yeah, there we go. He's set up in a very good position. Funky Town still hasn't cleared the pylon. He's not going to. He's just going to take this other base. I guess that works since he's keeping him in the dark.
And I mean, he can always take that one later, the other base later, and protecting a natural expansion is something a Zerg normally has to do to begin with. So, I mean, he is quite like a little bit behind right now. He didn't necessarily get anything done with these lings, and he made more lings on top of that.
Yeah, maybe he'll add a Baneling Nest and try to bust, since there's only a Zealot and it'll die like 2 Baneling hits, plus you just run away from the cannon. Oh, another probe is coming out of the middle of the map, and these Zerglings are definitely going to kill it.
Totally eaten. But we're just seeing things kind of stabilize right now. Zerg only has 1 worker on gas, which means he's going to focus on more economic going right now, making tons of drones, getting his natural up, and now starting to get rid of that pesky pylon in the enclosed natural expansion area.
Yeah, meanwhile, Sour Spinach finally getting his gas up. The Overlord for Funky Town does know that the natural is there, so he doesn't have to worry about too much aggression at this point. The Mothership finally comes out, and it'll probably help to clear out. Yeah, he's routed directly to clear out those lanes.
I want to see what I mean, he's taking a second guess right now. I want to see where he's trying to go with this. Is he going to go for the Robo, or is he going to go for some Stargate play? Which I think Robo is probably more the general way of a Protoss to go in ZV in PVZ.
Yeah, the Stargate wouldn't be that cost effective anymore, just because there's just one Overlord over here, and then killing that one will give Funky Town enough time to just pull all his Overlords home. He is getting a Baneling Nest, so he might try to go for a Baneling Bust, but there's 2 sentries already. This is most likely not going to work if he tries it.
And we did see the Robo go down, so we'll have to see where... And, oh, it's the Observer's already... I mean, the rally points are already queued down there for the Observer when he decides to queue it. And when he does have another gateway down, just macroing up.
Yeah, definitely. And if you look at his rally point, he's going to observe the main, then the possible natural, and then the third base. And then going to go back to the main. Very good rally point there. Banelings are morphing in over at the top left corner. There are 3 sentries. Sour Spinach is not actively looking at it, so it still might catch him off guard.
This could do a little bit. I don't necessarily know how much, but if the Lings get up, they could annoy, I mean, definitely annoy and kill some probes. And
We'll
here come those Banelings.
Not looking at it.
Not looking. Reaction is
Ooh,
good.
Very close.
Very close. Not even losing the Zealot to those Baneling hits. So right now, I mean, I don't necessarily know what Sour Spinach, Funky Town is really thinking about doing. He can't really push this anymore. He just needs to focus on macroing and getting to his Tier 2 and Tier 3, or whatever Tier 3, but, I mean, mostly the Tier 2.
Yeah, Funky Town is going to go and take those gold off of this. I really wonder why he doesn't want to take his inner base. And here comes more Lings, and that force field paying off. Now he's trapped all of these Lings. A lot of Lings died there. 3 remaining. Not very good for Funky Town.
No, and right now we have... Is our work? Yes, of course it does. 4 workers killed by Sour Spinach. 5. Where is he killing workers right now?
It's, I think he got him with a Mothership core. And Funky Town did kill, I think, 1 probe only. No probes, so the probe got saved.
You can always feel good about when you have that scouting probe stay alive, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. And he did have some Lings in Sour Spinach's base in his natural, just 2, not enough. And Sour Spinach is getting his +1, about to finish. He has 4 sentries, 4 gates. I think he's just going to move out with Sentry Zealot off of this.
And he absolutely should. I mean, there's really nothing that the Zerg can do at this moment. And we actually have a Spore Crawler going down in the natural. And why is he pulling drones right now? Or he's pulling drones to the gold right now. That's what he's doing. Okay.
Robobay is now finally completed. Colossus is on the way. I guess Spinach is going to play it safe and just wait it out.
And Spinach definitely, with his observer, saw that his natural was evacuated of drones, so he can definitely think that there is a ninja base going on. And a ninja gold, I mean, gold is great for any player, but for Zerg, I don't necessarily think it's that awesome, because what you really need with your Tier 2 is gas, and you can just pump out cheaplings all day long. It's a matter of having the larva to do it, and I don't necessarily think he has the larva to oh no, he does have the larva to justify it. Or is he just not spending it because his main base has a bunch of larva?
Yeah, I don't think he's spinning it just yet.
And he's-
Hydra and Infestation Pit on the way for Funky Town too.
Whoa.
And Hydras aren't very good at fighting Colossus.
Yeah, it's not a good move. But did he scout and even know?
I don't think he knows.
No.
All he knows is there's sentries up there. There's a robo. He doesn't see the bay, and he doesn't know how much stuff he has in his natural anymore.
Enduring Locust being researched now at the Infestation Pit. We will be seeing Swarm Host, so that's actually a good play. But he needs to get them out fairly quickly to stop this push. This push is absolutely going to devastate.
Yeah, the Surgling is gonna kind of see this, and Pylon is gonna go down by the Shellnaga Tower. And everybody in the gold abandons that base.
Just get out of there.
I think at this point, Sour Spanish should not even worry about getting this. So if he's not going to defend this, right, he probably doesn't have enough to even defend his main. So just instead of killing this, just go straight for the neck.
And we have the four Panic Spine Crawlers coming up. I mean, really, it's unless he can get some sway. He has 4 morphine right now. I don't think that's necessarily enough to stop this. I mean, there's enough zealots here to take being enough from a meat shield for that Colossus to go all through both bases. And the second Colossus has arrived to the army and is moving toward the natural/third area of our friend Funky Town.
Yeah, meanwhile, Sour Spinach is getting shield upgrades, I guess because he didn't get a Twilight Council, so that's all he has left to do. Third Colossus is on the way now, and we are seeing almost everything get evaporated really quickly. Oh, the force field going down on the ramp, so even if he's focused, we're gonna do anything. Very good move there by Sour Spinach. I think he's gonna he's just gonna keep doing this, and this is so painful for Surg.
I mean, I don't think Funky Town could get a few more
Swarm hosts
and just kind of camp out inside and maybe push them back, but never mind. We have the GG.